When I started training, I saw a lot of guys leaving the locker rooms, shaking these weird looking bottles and sipping it as they were walking out of the gym. I had no idea what it was, but I was curious to know more. So I went and asked the guys and he introduced me to the world of supplements. I researched online for protein supplements, but the sites kept asking me to add BCAA, pre-workouts, glutamine, creatine and a bunch of other tabs to my baskets. In the fitness world, the supplementation method can confuse many people. We have to filter through a number of false claims and promises, and sometimes it is easy to fall for one of those claims. It is hard to make the right choice and pick the supplements that has been scientifically tested and proven to do what it claims and be effective. Today I'm going to show you 7 must-have supplements that have been scientifically tested and proven for a period of time that I've been using for muscle growth. The first one is the protein powder. This is the most consumed supplement in all fitness industry and it's been around for a while and it's been tested a number of times. It is basically a powder that comes from cow milk and you can generally find it in 2 forms. The first one is the casein protein, and that's generally used at night because it has a very slow way to release the protein to our body, so it's very slow to absorb. And then we have the whey protein, which is more an isolated version, is a more purer form of a whey protein and is much faster to absorb for your body. So you generally use it as a post-workout. The amino acids in the whey protein are great to keep your muscle healthy and strong. The protein amount you need to take daily, it can vary from 1.6 grams to 2.7 grams of protein per kilo body weight. You're going to be more on the higher end when you're cutting and on the lower end when you're bulking or doing strength training. As my body doesn't agree well with casein protein, I tend to take only whey protein in a more isolated form and I mix it with milk with another supplement which you are going to see right now. And that is the creatine monohydrate, which is the greatest supplement you can take for strength training. And it is often used to improve performance and muscle mass. Creatine is a chemical found naturally in the body, and you can also find it in meat and seafood. Creatine generally gives you more ATP, so you get more energy during your workout, and you can utilize it in 2 different ways. The first one is by having more strength, so you can lift heavy weights, or you can do more reps with the same weights. Creatine has been around for quite a long time, and we have seen increased performance in strength from 12 to 20%. Creatine monohydrate is the most studied, proven and cheapest supplement that you can find in the market. And studies show that it's also safe for most people to take creatine. If you're already eating meat, you don't need to go through the loading phase and you can have a 5 grams daily amount as a post-workout. It is a different story if you're vegan or vegetarian. I suggest you to take 10 grams daily for the first week as a loading phase. And also vegan and vegetarian will show the most benefits from taking creatine after some time. Creatine has a cumulative effect and it might take from 3 to 6 weeks to actually kick in. And when it does, you might notice a slight change in your weight. That's because creatine helps to retain water into your muscles. Caffeine is a natural chemical with stimulant effects, increases alertness and metabolism on a short term, and taking caffeine before training, it allows you to perform better during the workout. Also, higher consumption of caffeine has been shown that is increasing the level of testosterone. At the same time, it increases the level of cortisol you have in your blood, so you have more chances to suffer of anxiety. 400 milligrams of caffeine per day, it appears to be safe for most healthy adults. That's more or less the amount you will find in a 4 to 5 brewed coffee or 10 cans of cola. Generally, you can find a lot of caffeine in pre-workouts, and the range can vary between 150 milligrams to 300 milligrams per serving. I prefer to stick to my tradition and I have espressos. That's roughly 63 milligrams per cup, and I can have 2 to 4 a day. Caffeine is a very potent chemical, and before 2004, caffeine was listed by the World Anti-Doping Agency on their banned substances, and if athletes will be found taking a high amount of caffeine, they could be disqualified from the tournament. How much coffee you should be taking, it all depends if you've been having caffeine previously in your life, how long for and how much. Our body has a certain sensitivity to caffeine and a certain level of tolerance. So if you've already been on caffeine for long, you might need to up your intake to see a noticeable difference. The other option will be to desensitize your body, going through a period of maybe 7 to 10 days with no coffee at all.
You must be mad.
Yes, you're gonna suffer the coffee withdrawal headaches, that's normal, but it will go away after the first few days. Electrolytes are substances that have naturally positive or negative charge when dissolved in water. They help your body regulate chemical reactions and maintain the balance between fluids inside and outside your cells. It helps with brain function and with body hydration. So your body gets electrolytes, or at least their components, from what you eat or drink. Your kidneys filter the excess of electrolytes out of your body into your urine. And you also lose electrolytes when you sweat a lot. Your cells use electrolytes to conduct electrical charges, and that's how you contract your muscles. And sodium is the most important electrolyte ion that you can find in your body that fires the nerve cells. And these increase your mind-muscles communication. Alongside sodium, your cells also use potassium. When a sodium ion enters into a cell, a potassium ion has to leave and vice versa. Potassium is also really critical when it comes to heart function. Too much or too little can cause serious heart problems. Calcium is a key element in your body. It is not good only for strong bones and teeth. It is also used to control your muscles, transmit signals into your nerves, manage your heart rhythm and more. Having too much or too little calcium in your bloodstream can lead to a number of dysfunctions across different systems in your body. And then we have magnesium that helps your cells turning nutrients into energy. Your brain and muscles rely heavily on magnesium to do their job. That's so important that we have to dedicate a part of this video to magnesium only. Combined with zinc will help you to sleep better, as we know sleeping is crucial for muscle growth. Studies have shown that magnesium and zinc stimulate your body's parasympathetic nervous system and help you to relax and feel calm. Zinc and magnesium play a very important role when it comes to sleeping because they help synthesize that substance called melatonin, which we all know it makes you sleep better. And when you sleep, your body has to produce a number of hormones and process all the repairs that will eventually result in muscle growth. If you're not getting enough quality sleep, your muscle won't be able to process the repair that you're looking for, and that will limit muscle growth. The vitamin D3 with the K2. Those will increase your level of energy and stamina. Vitamin D is a fat-soluble vitamin that helps regulate the amount of calcium and phosphate you have in your body. And these nutrients are needed to keep your bones, your teeth, and your muscle healthy. However, low vitamin D levels can also lower the amount of testosterone you have produced in your body and so your muscle growth. A typical adult in summer and spring is able to produce roughly 1,000 international units every 10 to 15 minutes in sun exposure, when 22% of the skin at least is uncovered. But how much vitamin D we should have? Well, NHS recommends to take from 600 to 1,000 international units a day, which seems really little if you think how much the body is capable to produce. And that's why we never really had any case of overdosing vitamin D. I personally take 3,000 international units of D3 combined with K2. The vitamin K2 activates the protein osteocalcin, which helps integrate calcium into bone. Without the vitamin D3 and K2, calcium cannot do its job effectively. And now probiotics, which are live bacteria and yeast having various health benefits, which helps with the digestion, nutrients absorption, it ferments our food, and it helps with the immune system. You constantly have both bad and good bacteria. When there is an infection, there is more bad bacteria, knocking your system out of balance. Good bacteria helps you to eliminate the extra bad bacteria, restoring the balance. And probiotic supplements are a way to add good bacteria into your body. It has been proven that adding probiotics into your diet helps with muscle growth, simply because we are providing to your body the essential tools it needs to absorb nutrients from your food. A balanced gut flora equals to more nutrition, which equals to more mass. All these supplements do an amazing job supporting a balanced diet, and combined with the right workout, they really do make the difference. For step-by-step tutorials, go and check our channel, where you can find a lot of material on how to perform lift correctly and safely. So go and hit the subscribe button to watch more of our future content, and keep crushing those weights safely, and I will see you on the next one. Ciao!